Well, all right then. Let's hope this thing's working. I checked them inside, and now both. I got this new mic, and yesterday one worked and one didn't. So this morning I used the one that worked. Oh, I forgot to check the angle here. Kind of hard. She went back there. Try to do it like that. So I tried to feed her breakfast in the front of the crates, and she didn't touch it. I left it in there for a couple hours. Man, I think I talked too good this morning too. I mean, I went off on tangents because that's what I do. I don't never talk when you, because I'm a big dummy. Give her some freedom here. Oh, girl. I got a little wrap up. Hold on, girl. I'm gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. There we go. There you go, buddy. She don't know what that means. Plus, she can't hear it. She's over there. Um, she was turned the opposite way in the crate. So usually she faces the crate. There's an empty spot, and then there's Charlie. Usually she's facing the empty spot. I don't want her going down that hill because there's a fence over there. I don't want her hiding. Good girl. I should have started moving. Good girl. Right. Why would I do this? She's probably like, what the hell's going on, dude? We always go over there. Good girl. So she hits the pressure, then I'm going to walk the other way and try to look at her back this way. Uh-oh. Oh, I got that turned way sideways. it's like getting the fence over there, isn't it? Dumbass. It's hard to do this crap sometimes. I need a little stand with an umbrella. Well, that might have been in there. It's weird. You can put it at an angle and get a lot of stuff. I never go back and check stuff. Right. Good girl. So she's kind of cruising, and I'm going this way, so she slowed down and turned with me. How you doing, buddy? One thing, I killed this one, which obviously didn't. But she's not like super fearful. But all these little, come on, girl. All the little kind of following you stuff, that all helps when there's a moment when she actually is. So she can start being kind of self-confident, right? Always with the dogs, from what I remember of our conversation. She's got some confidence with the dogs, just not in herself. Good girl. Do 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 do. I thought I had to talk about. Good. They're talking over there. Stopping to check what's going on. That's all. Just keep on moving. Who's a good girl? We just keep on moving. Oh, that was one thing. Um, I went to adjust the thing from around her leg this morning. I kind of went, and you can see that she was down into a submissive down, right? Nervous. And then I got smart and started going at an angle when I would come back close to her. Good girl. Um, Man, let the pressure come off a little bit. It's this kind of stuff is kind of more important when they're super scared of people. You have a little bit of duration of being close, putting pressure on them, right? Um, she's just kind of untrusting, I think, is what I'm understanding. She looks good right there, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on. She didn't freak out about stuff, right? Uh, I'm not used to talking in the afternoon either. My brain's usually all talked out. And once I do something, if I think I said it, I said it. You know what I mean? I got a weird brain. I might just think it. Hi, girl. She's like, I don't like doing the shit in this little area. I like cruising around, dude. We're gonna cruise around. We keep going over here where I want to go. Right. And we've done that about 15 times, so now it doesn't freak her out anymore. See, there she's starting to go down a little bit because my hand is trying to adjust the slippery. It's like, oh, what the hell are you doing, dude? There's I, I had somebody go, you definitely abused that dog. I'm like, bitch, shut up. You definitely don't know shit. And there's a possibility that that happened in the past, right? The first person. It definitely didn't happen at a foster. And it's just a nervous thing, right? Sticking your hand all over them. And the more they do it. Now, if she was taking food, she's still not taking hot dogs. I tried the hot dogs a couple times, so I'm going to let her go wherever she wants. And even inside. So she might not like hot dogs because she ate her regular food. Maybe she just doesn't like hot dogs. We're going to stand here. What is this? 30, about 34 feet, 35 feet, 36 feet. Right, so let them have some time by themselves. And then look, now she's coming. Good girl. All on her own. This right here is just taking up the slack. I'm not pulling her in. Good girl. It's like, what are you doing, dude? You want me to move? You want me to give you some guidance? This is where we want to go. So what is it? I think, right, building trust is like kind of, you do kind of a lot of little bit of times of putting pressure, taking pressure off. Let them do what they want, make them do something for you. Another thing is sometimes I try to get too fast into going into like obedience stuff because it's work, right? So it helps build a working relationship where they're looking to you more as well. But with this one, now part of that is I'm a lure guy, so if she's not taking food, I'm not gonna do it. I can use leash pressure. I think going leash pressure would probably not be good for her. Although maybe. She does pretty good with the leash pressure. I don't like going to that early. Right, so here, she wants to go that way. So here's good girl. Right? So now she's released the pressure. I can go back where she wants to go. Right, so far what I've been doing, she creates pressure. I'm just standing there until she releases it. That time I kind of made her come with me. So we're changing the rules. We're slightly changing the rules every here and there. Right? Um, she wants to go off around there. See if I get her to come over here. I don't want her going down that hill. All right, so there's a little pressure right there that she's creating. Let me do some movement. I was gonna say something else too. Oh, a lot of times with these guys, we give them a lot of freedom, and so she's in her little area. I haven't even. The only time I close the crate door is at nighttime, and then when I leave. Which, all right, you see how I stop and she stops. See if I get her to come over here. See if I sit down. Oh, she wasn't impressed with the toys. I think I'm gonna stop this just because I really don't know if it's working. Where's she at? It's 12 minutes. I talked myself out this morning and none of it was on. So I'm like, hey, I don't know. What's up, girl? Get it. Get that thing, girl. Right? So building trust, you don't want to go too fast. If it's probably a trust thing, we think, right? Hasn't learned to trust people yet. Right? And sometimes that's because we're too soft. Sometimes it's because we give them too much, so they don't learn, right? And they get too dependent on the dogs. No big deal. We all do what we think is best, right? You gotta rub your head, girl. You said my what's it called? My landscapers need to get their butts out here, don't they? Bones. I don't know what their deal is this year. Usually when Parks and Rec comes through, they start coming like every week. Parks and Rec was here like a month ago. 3 weeks. All right, we're gonna get on the move. Right, so little small following me, start changing the rules just slightly, starting with structure. I'm letting her. She's making a lot of decisions now. Now, even in the hallway, she's when she comes out the door, she'll go down to the first landing and lay up against the wall. And what I've been doing is I've been sitting there and letting her kind of recover a little bit, and then I'll get up and go. Um, but now I'm just not. Now I'm taking that momentum and I'm trying to keep moving, right? So she kind of flies down the stairs so she gets to that spot, but instead of me coming down to that stair and sitting there and waiting for her, and we just went by a bouncy house, had a bouncy house out, and she didn't care about it. So she's not real scared of a whole lot of stuff. So I don't think it's a real fear thing. Anyways, whatever. Out of here.